Yeah, good morning, everybody. This is Adam Beanstock. The weather's a bit dull out there, so we might get some rain today. So, how about doing a nice bit of a violin practice? Um, I'm going to play through Fine Companions, which is a John Playford collection tune, 1651, and see where the snags are with the string crossing. See if we can overcome this. So. Um, as I expect you've seen from there, was an area of inconsistency, but I am trying to get the spirit of it without actually with the technique of it not being there. So we'll play a bit slowly. So what are we doing now? Are we slurring that? Because you've got to try and keep it separate bows, I think, as much as possible. And I think only any tiny bit of slurs coming on upbeats as a reference to the type of style. So. Then the second section. So I'm playing it slower, but as you speed up, the actual bowing changes. You've got shorter bows. And of course that crossing a string there can get very untidy. I mean, if you're a classical violinist, you would cheat there. I think you would use the position. Well, let's do something like. You go up in the third position, because this is quite, for me anyway. That at speed is quite an awkward string crossing. Whether I'm not angling the bow or crossing a string is not clear. So third position. Far easier to do that because you're staying on one string, just shifting the left hand. But that's a personal thing. But then you got to you're on the canter string, so you're going to get a different tone if you're doing position work on there, as opposed to going to the E string. You do but I mean, I've said this before. I mean, people call first position on the violin the home position, but it is not the easiest position out of all the left hand positions to play in. I would agree that people would say third position is possibly the easiest of all positions if you wanted to just play in one position. So because your hand is relaxed and you're up against here, and it's far more comfortable. But with first position, you have got the maximum crossing of strings, and as and you can cross more than one string to the next string. You can cross over two strings, you know, which can be avoided using second and third position. So it's anybody's thoughts on this, which I sort of played this B section. I mean, it shouldn't go too fast anyway, but see, the problem is you've got to be prepared to play it. If you're playing for a dance band at any speed, you've got to be able to play at that speed. So because I think some people can play fast, but they can't play slowly. Some people can play it slowly and can't play it quickly. It's different sets of muscles with different bow strokes. You know, do with speed and coordination between the left hand and the right hand. And you just got to have the feel of the dance there. Dum 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 ba-dum bum ba-dum bum ba-dum bum ba-dum bum ba-dum. You know, it mustn't be rushed. It's with the other instruments, there's someone doing a nice vamp to it. Dum da dum da da. So there's the trouble with playing the violin on your own. You lose the sense of the actual steady dance rhythm. Right? So when you come on to those last three bars, I think the tendency when you're playing on your own, you speed it up. So you're making life difficult for myself, and it probably needs, if anything, just either stay at the same pace, to think slow down, and it probably stay as where it should be. So so when you come to it, think slow. I mean, as it's the end of a phrase or the end of part B, I think with the dance routine, you know, there'll be a slight pause or bow, curtsy as this comes as the formation dance. So in actual fact, it would be a bit of give and slowness there. So so hopefully I've given you some insight on how to learn this tune, which is called Fine Companions. Lovely tune, and there's lovely versions of it on YouTube, and you know, and you know, the ambition to play it would be lovely to play in a dance band with other musicians with it, and just totally relax on it as much as you can. And it's relaxing. And as you notice, you put the odd slur as gracefully in usually put them on the upbeat. So I would slur those D's. So da 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 da. There. You know, it gives it a lilt. It's because I mean the actual slurs, I don't know if they were marked in or not of the original, but it does. It depends on what moves the dancers do and styling and everything else. But if you're learning it, learn it with separate bows, and then put the slurs in afterwards where they need to be. Don't start putting the slurs in first, because your fingers and bowing will get confused. Anyway, I hope that's given you some insight.